RedPhotographers.com, Peter here, guys, with another episode about product photography. How to take a professional, maybe, product photography. Welcome back, Peter here, guys. Thanks for clicking. Today we're going to talk about my Nike campaign that I showed, 3 campaigns. We call it React, about the Nike Air Jordan shot that we did here in the studio. And we're going to talk about it. We really go get down and dirty and talk about stuffs. I really appreciate your click. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of stuffs maybe can be useful for you. Alright, stop talking. This video is gonna be divided to concept, series of shots, lens that I use, and about post-production. We are gonna talk about every single poster that we did, or let's call it campaign, that we did for Nike. This project really matters to me because I'm using this product myself, and when it came to working with them, it was really my actual feeling that formed the whole concept. People are looking at me and it really turns their head, and they look at my shoes and then they look at me like, oh my god, you're very brave to wear these red shoes. When I came up with this concept and when we did the job, they were so happy with it. As you know, Nike has a very strong brand image, so the shoes, the photos, the concept should be as strong as brand image. So if you're shooting for like brands that they are not on the top of a line, it is really important to get them with your photo there. Because you as a photographer, this is your duty. Try to show the benefits that the users get from that product in your photography, because that sells. Why they hire you to take a photo of the product? Why? Because you're good, because you have a good camera, because you're creative, because I don't know. No, because they want to sell it to their audience. So you need to think about that selling points. It is not just taking nice shot. I see many videos on YouTube from very good product photographers that is, to me, it is, it's just normal. It's like stereotype. It's like, I can do, you can do. It's, yeah, maybe definitely you can do the shot that I did, but the concept must be very, very strong when the brand image is strong. And if the brand image is not that strong, your duty is to make it strong. So the concept was showing that it is more than a pair of shoes. It turns people's head. People really react, what I said, in the beginning. And I wanted the product to react to its atmosphere, because throughout the photography I wanted to have more negative space to just show the strength and the influence of this pair of shoes. Maybe it's talking very emotional about it, but believe me, as a user of the product, not only the photographer of it, by wearing it, it feels good, and definitely it's nice, warm, everything perfect. But I mean, it gives you some sort of confidence because there's a history behind it, because there is a feeling behind it, because maybe we want to show off things like that. So you need to focus on those kind of stuffs. Anyway, to make the story short, first we did people react. In the people react shot, the campaign, in the campaign, we did 3 shots, and the first shot is just hanging the shoe from its loop at the back, and then we did it in the Photoshop, and we did long exposure for this shot. And we just, because I don't have a time lapse of the first shot, we were a little bit late, and we had to do it. But for the rest, I have the time lapse. Definitely, you're looking at it, and with the LED light with gel, with blue gel, in 2 seconds, there are two shots. First 2 seconds moving the LED light with the blue gel underneath on the sole of the shoes, then another shot on the top of the shoes, and pretty much that's it. And I have one separate light as a key light to just have light on the product, you know. So it's just two long exposure shots. The second shot, the one that looks very textured, it's been shot on the turning table surface, which is for photographers, for product photographers, and I did a 90-degree shot. So the shoes is like this, and it's turning around, and you will see the hip of the shoes. That's why the rainbow that you see on the top of the shoes, it is real. This is what happened when we were turning the shoes from a 90 degree to 180 frontal to the shoes. And we didn't use the frontal one, the whole shoes. We just used the tip of the shoes in Photoshop to have that rainbow effect and bring more dynamic. At the same time, you can see I have my laptop here right now, and I'm looking at the shot. That's why I'm pointing here, guys. So this is you can see it on the tongue of the shoes. You can see it in some of the elements, and then we use the posterized effect in Photoshop. This is the second shot, and then the third shot. This is what maybe other photographers don't tell you. This shot is not Photoshop. These shoes is not Photoshop. The pattern is their real pattern from continuous light that I use. It is like kind of like focused. I'm gonna have a video about it. Don't worry. It's like a focused snoot that you can focus any pattern that you want on any product, and it is just one shot frontal and one shot angled. I think like 45-degree angle with wide angle lens. Believe it or not, 10 to 20 millimeter Canon. Okay, and for the rest of the shots, what I use is Tamron 24 70 millimeter Mark II 2.8 f2.8, and my favorite lens. We use f11 f811 for most of the shots to get the maximum depth of field, and in order to have the product very sharp as well. And in terms of post-production and compositing, for the first shot, we just retouch around the shoes, and for the second one, as I said, they were like overlapped shot that we shoot on a turning table, and for the third shot, it is just what we got out of the camera and a little bit retouching, get the dust and things out of the product. And the copy is saying people react, and the second one say color reacts, and the third one say shapes react. So when we were taking photo, this is my workflow. I always come up with the idea of the copyright that we want to use for the campaign, and according to that, I kind of try to incline in that way that the copy is talking, and conveying the message. So people react, shapes react, and colors react. That's why I shoot it on the turning table for the second shot, to get that kind of weird colors and get different angles as well. And we play with the hue a little bit in Photoshop, and all in all, it was a fun shot. 90% I'm happy with the result, and it is very important for me, like, to know what you guys think about this kind of workflow. What are your favorite way of taking shot of these kind of super brands? And let me know what you think. Don't forget, next video is about Sephora shower gel that we did, and the previous video is about Jack Daniels. So let me know what you think about this kind of video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna catch up with you next time. Peter here, guys. See you next time.